Yep. Okay. I'll just wait for Emma to join in, and then we can go. Perfect.
Yeah, so if you can just go through the little doors. Yes.
Okay, everyone, welcome to the next session. Once again, my name is Ali. I'm studying mechanical engineering at Queen's, and this session is just a short introduction on the Insight into Management program. And lucky for us, I'm joined by Emma Lennox, who happens to be the program lead for Insight into Management. Emma, if you just want to give a short introduction of yourself.
Yep, no problem. My name's Emma, so I'm a careers consultant with Queen's Careers, Employability and Skills. And yeah, I'm the lead this year for Insight into Management.
So what exactly is the Insight into Management program then?
Okay, this is 3 days of business games that we play. It's the week just before Easter, so it's not any time out of your classes or anything. And what we do is we get students from across the university, so every level, every discipline, every degree, and we put you into teams and we match you with an employer. You'll have an employer mentor as well. And you'll have a series of challenges that you will have to actually address and to solve over the 3 days. This is a real competition, so it's scored. There are real prizes at the end of it. And it gets very serious, it gets very competitive, but it is really good fun. So if you want to really push yourself, this is definitely the program to have a go at.
Yeah, that was actually my next question. What kind of person is this program for?
Oh, we've had everybody on this program before. So we've had like from first year students right up to PhD students. It doesn't matter what you're studying at all, okay? It doesn't matter if you're a really confident person and you have work experience and you're quite, you know what management's like, or if you have zero work experience and you literally have just like come straight from school and you're like, I don't know what's going on here. You will get something out of this. You will be challenged and you will have different things thrown at you. So literally everybody.
So there's no barrier to entry then, or do I need some kind of skills to maybe take part in it?
The only skill you need is to be able to turn up on time. That's it. If you can turn up on the day, at the morning, you'll be fine. Everything else we will help you with.
That's unfortunate. I feel like that's me out then.
You see, that's not good. And that is something we would have to work on. You should probably do this program.
Yeah. So what exactly would the program then involve? Well, you said there were 3 days. What exactly is it about then?
So what we do is we have 3 days, and the first day you'll come in and you will meet the rest of your team. So we try to mix everybody up, so you'll be working with someone from your different disciplines. So we've had like PhD poetry people matched with first year engineering students. It's brilliant. Everybody learns from everybody else. You will get an employer mentor who will stay with you in your team. I can't give away too much here. You're asking me a lot of questions. It's all a bit secret. We'll get you to do different challenges. We will also get speakers to come in. Okay, so it's not just gracious, you're not listening to me the whole time. You're going to get different people from different businesses, different organizations to give you their insight as well. You'll learn from your mentor as you go along. On day 2 and day 3, we're going to give you a very specific challenge that goes across the 2 days, and it will finish off with a big innovation fair on the last evening. Okay, so but I can't give away too much.
No, that's perfect. That's I feel like that's all the information that anyone would need to be joining. But what would you say some of the highlights have been for participants in the past, or what will they be, for this program now?
Okay. The highlights I think would be the big problem we have every year is that students try and do it again. You can only do it once during your time at Queen's. Okay, so we have a problem with students trying to do this 2 or 3 times. The big highlight is the innovation fair, because what we do is it's an accumulation of all the skills that you've gained over the 3 days. We get external people to come in and be judges. I can't really give too much, but people get so excited about it and so into it, and it's actual prizes, and it's the contact with those mentors, and it's being able to go, I did not think I could do that. And I have seen the quietest, shyest people come in on day 1, and by day 3, I'm like, gracious me, that person can shout because they've done really well in the auction. Okay, so, oh, shouldn't have let that slip. There's loads of things that happen, and it's just seeing the development of individuals as they go through the program. It really is. It's quite impressive.
It sounds so exciting, and I don't think I've taken part in it yet. I might actually this year. But I suppose on the opposite end of the spectrum from highlights, then what would you say is the most challenging aspect of the program?
I think the most challenging aspect is that this is very realistic to working in management. Okay, so if you're considering going into this area, or you're interested in business, or you just want to improve those skills, we are going to give you examples of times when you can use those skills. Okay, so when you go into an interview and they say, can you give me an example of a time when you worked under pressure? You can go, insight into management. We're going to get you to work under pressure. We're going to give you examples of time when you've had to make decisions really quickly, to negotiate with other people. And these are things that you maybe haven't done before, but it's very realistic to what it's like in the real world. Okay, the other thing I would say is we're trainers, because it's quite fast paced. So make sure you're wearing comfortable shoes.
Okay, fair enough. And I have heard, I know you said working under pressure is the thing with the Insight into Management program. I've heard about the Innovation Fair. Is that what you were hinting towards? And can you tell me a bit about the Innovation Fair?
Not too much. What I can say is what we do is you will be paired with someone who will. I can't give too much away. I don't know how to actually give you information.
Everything about the event, and it's going to be no.
Yeah, I really can't.
I'm sorry.
Okay, I can give you this. All right. On the final day, we will have an open fair where students will be displaying what they have learned, I'm very careful here, over the last 3 days, okay? We are bringing external judges in as well. It's very professional. It's like a proper reception, and it's a really good networking opportunity as well, because we do get some employers to come in. But that is kind of our big party event at the end. That's kind of all I can really say. I really don't want to give too much away because people tend to work in advance.
No problem at all. But I will still be pressing you for questions, though. I still have a few more to go.
I know you will.
What kind of employers are involved in this event then?
Okay, we try to get everybody from different sectors. So in the past, we've had people from like BDO, we've had people from Deloitte, PwC, we try and get public sector, private sector. We try to get speakers in from different charity sectors as well. So we do try and get a different range of people coming in. And what's important to realize is even regardless of their background or the area they work in, they're bringing years of experience and expertise with them. And some of the sessions are just absolutely fascinating. So the person you'll be working with, your mentor, will be a more recent graduate. Okay, so they can sort of help you in terms of like, this is what the recruitment cycle was like for me recently. But the speakers that we get in would tend to be more experienced and tend to have a better overview of, look, this is the sector, this is what we're looking for. And it's really good. The networking opportunities on the last day are really good as well.
Perfect. So I know for the next question, then I know you've covered this just in the beginning, but just to clarify, in case anyone has these questions, what skills do you think students develop from this program? What do they learn from it, and how does it translate to a better CV?
Okay, this is really important when it comes to the CV and the interview where they say, can you give me an example of a time when? Okay, so you're going to be able to say, yes, and we're going to give you examples of a time when you were creative, were negotiated, worked with a budget, written communication, verbal communication, making presentations, negotiating with other people, being creative, working quickly under pressure, making decisions. These are just the things that we do on the first day. On the second day, you will be challenged as you go through. There will be time pressures. There will be management stuff within there, managing resources, because there's another thing I haven't mentioned. You'll be having to manage your time. You'll be having to work with other people that you haven't worked with before. And people do stay in contact, and they'll be like, yeah, you know, these are people that you maybe wouldn't have met, that they're not on your course or they're not in your year group, and people make more contact. So give an example of a time when you had to network, solve a problem. This is the sort of stuff we're giving you experience in.
Yep, it sounds like such a densely packed program. There's so many skills involved, and I feel like you emerge from it with a whole bunch of new stuff that you never even knew you could do.
It really is, and it's one of those programs, like, I've been doing it for quite a few years now. This is my first time leading it, and I genuinely get excited about this program because it is just really good fun, but it's fast. It's really fast. So that's why timing is quite important. So your one skill, just turn up on time and you'll be fine. But we realize that not everybody's at the same level. So like that's why we pair you with someone and you're supported through it. But yeah, I've never had anyone leave the program and say I didn't get anything out of that.
Perfect. And then Emma, I suppose the last question for you, which is probably the most important question when it comes to careers and employability. How will this program or this experience of being part of the Insight into Management program help students build their professional network?
Okay. I think it's even having the confidence to have the skills to then go on and network after. Okay. So because you're working closely with employers and with those recent graduates, they will be encouraging you to say, this is what I did and this is what you should do. Like, they will not sugarcoat things for you. They will be this is the reality check of what you need to do. And practicing being confident and speaking to employers, that's the one major thing that I notice out of that. Students then leave the program and then go into the recruitment process, into interviews with, if I've done that, I can do this. That makes it sound like it's like some sort of boot camp or something. It's not that bad. It is good fun, but you don't sit at the back of the classroom and sit on your phone. Absolutely not. This is a very engaging process, and it is fun.
It's definitely
it is fun. You will laugh.
Break and, like, I suppose a refreshment from studying all the way up to Easter, and then you do this, and it just helps you clear your mind as well, and you can gain so much out of it.
The other thing is it's very similar to what you might come across in an assessment centre. So if you're asked to a group interview, or if you're asked to some sort of assessment, this is very similar to some of the things you might get to do. So it's good practice for that sort of thing as well.
Perfect. Yeah, no, Emma, that's all of the questions I have for you today. I'm so sorry for troubling you with like all of the questions and the details you didn't want to reveal, because I know it will mess with the mystery of the program. But thank you so much for being.
I'm not concerned. I've given away too much. I'm like, nobody's going to do this because I've given them all the answers, and I hope I've left that little bit of mystery there.
No, you definitely have, and yeah, no, I'm definitely looking forward to signing up as well. Thank you so much.
Good. Please be on time on the first day.
I will try my best.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me this afternoon.
Thank you for joining in. Bye-bye.
Okay, take care.
Bye.
Bye.
There we go.